Welcome to my Voice Hop Teams. Hey everyone, I am Shaun, and I am here on behalf of RASA Studios, to help raise money for Endometriosis UK. And I'm very happy I said that correctly because I've messed up a couple times today already. So as you probably guessed, I have a special guest with me today. Hey buddy! Anthony's come to join us today. Anthony was very curious about the camera. I'm also here as well. I'll just be a little less visible because I can only focus on one at a time. I've only got one camera. Anthony's very excited to be here. So, for those of you wondering what this is going to be, it's basically shiny hunting. If you know shiny hunting, it's very simple. You just find the Pokemon that looks different. So I went through every single Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, and there are 400 of them, by the way, to find all of the yellow shinies. And I looked through that list for which ones I'd want to go for my living shiny decks. And then I looked at my map today, and it turns out I have an outbreak of Fortress, which turns gold, which is close enough to yellow that I thought I'd allow it. So our first look for something today will be Fortress. But first, before we do the easy part of this, we have to KO a bunch of them. I'm not joking. The best way to ensure you get a chance at a shiny is to knock out 60 of the things in the outbreak. And some of them are hovering over water, that's a problem. I can work with this though. Heyo, Thunder. See you there. How's it going? I need Donald. So, lead Pokemon is on that button. I'm going to be honest, it's actually a little trickier to see that one because Amphi is covering about a quarter of my screen. No, wrong button. No, please pack. So yeah, this is going to be the content for a little bit, just KOing Fortress. I think that's 4 so far. Oh, so how's everyone doing? How are you doing today? Nope. Donald. And yes, I called my flamenco duck Donald. I mean, I just put a call. It's either a question, of course I did. Oh, will you please? No. Let me jump. Thank you. I'll just kill with Donald. So that's 7. 8. I have already lost count. I am very good at counting. So, for those of you wondering, it's just shiny hunts. I'm putting my money on the line here. For every shiny I find today, I will be dropping £5 to Endometriosis UK. The expectation is that I will find 1 per hunt when you... Right, you can't reach it, okay. So at the moment I've got 3 hunts lined up. We might have time for a 4th, we'll see how it goes. For every shiny I find, I will be donating £5 to the charity. Thank you very much for that. I have already lost count, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock out Fortress here until I see the 3rd message saying the number's going down. Then I have 100% KO'd 60. More than 60, actually. That guarantees more than 60. I'll then do what I'm going to be doing for the other hunts. Yes, today's charity we're raising money for is Endometriosis UK. Which, I'll be honest, it's a cause that I can definitely agree with. I obviously can't speak to the experience of endometriosis. I would not be someone affected by it. But I know people that are, and what they say is it's very... I don't have the right words to explain it. So anything that helps with treatment or cure for it, I'm very happy to put time and money towards helping with. climate, by the way. If you don't like Quabble's cry, I don't think you want to be listening to the audio because it's going to be happening a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Every single time I press the R button, it will be going on. Unless you know we don't. To make things more interesting, by the way, any shiny I'll be looking for are in outbreaks or through the sandwich method, which I'll be explaining when we get to the point where we make a sandwich. That's a slacking. There's no slacking spawn here. That's like... Yes, it's a slacking. Cool. Hang on. If I find a shiny that's not in one of those two methods, I'll add an extra 5. And I am finding myself in the unique situation of hoping I don't get many shinies and drain my bank account dry. I'm looking for a list of shinies, and I was very sad because I'd want to hunt for Mareep, because Mareep is a yellow Pokemon. Mareep would qualify, right? Unfortunately, its shiny is pink. It's a really nice looking shiny, but alas, no, not permitted. That's usually around 50 to 55, so if I KO 10 more, that should definitely be enough. 3, 4. Yeah, the downside of hunting a shiny in, what's it called, near water is that my normal Pokemon to hunt them with don't really do very well here. Because unfortunately, most of them can't swim, so they can't actually auto-battle. A little disappointing, really. Let's do 1 or 2 more, and then I will go for the next stage. Okay, so as Pokemon fans will know, the base odds of a shiny Pokemon are 1 in 4,096. So, pretty low. Make sure it's over there. Cool. You can improve that in a couple of ways. So, if you KO 30 Pokemon in an outbreak, the odds get 1 roll extra, so it's 1 in 2,048. If you have 2, if you kill 60, it does 2. So it becomes 1 in roughly 1,300? Don't know the exact math. We're about to add 5 extra rolls. Is it 4 or 5 extra rolls? Either way, it adds a bunch of extra rolls. I need to look up something I've got to open before we started. Is it that one? It's that one. I am going to make a very specific sandwich. This is going to look like a sandwich you shouldn't want to eat. But I assure you, it works. So we're going to creative mode. I want 1 serving of cucumber, 1 serving of pickle. And then each type has a specific item which you put in. For this one, I have 2 options. Since Fortress is bug steel, I'm going to go for the steel recipe, which is 3 servings of hamburger. And then I'm going to go down here and use 2 servings of Herba Mystica. I thought what I thought I did. And go with steel type, so... But that's a couple of rules with this. If you mix 1 sweet and 1 sour, it doesn't work at all. So I'm going to mix a spicy and a sweet. And then we'll put an Eevee flag in because it's Eevee. Eevee's adorable. Welcome to sandwich making. We'll be doing this a few times today. So we'll start with the hamburgers. I have to be careful with this bit because if a sandwich doesn't, if green doesn't end up on the sandwich, it doesn't actually give its effect, and I have to restart the sandwich. I didn't save. That gets the first one to no save. Cool. Okay. Yeah, fun fact, sandwiches don't need 2 pieces of bread. Now, if I've done this right, this should be a sandwich that gives me cat catching, encounter, and sparkling power for the steel type, all level 3. And you saw how many fortresses there were before. There's going to be a few more. Okay. A tasty shorty original. I probably wouldn't eat it. Steel. Oh, sparkling title encounter. You don't get catching. Right. So now we pick up the Pokemon. Are you ready for this? All we're going to see are fortresses. And now we aren't KOing them. We are looking through them to see if any of them are gold. You'll notice there are a few more spawned quickly. Quickly is not a word. Quicker than there were before. Did I hear a gimme gold? I did, somewhere. So now I'm going to need your help, chat. I'm going to need you to keep an eye out for if you see any gold fortresses. And shout as loud as you can in chat if you see one, because I do not want to miss a shiny today. Those are fortresses in freeze? Oh god. I didn't know to do that. That's problematic. I have a good eye out, but I might miss a couple, which is why I'm asking chat to keep an eye out as well. I'm still looking. I'll admit, I haven't hunted fortress in Scarlet Violet yet. This will be a very interesting one to look around for. Oh, and this is what the sandwich does. I'm not going too far from the outbreak. If I go too far from the outbreak, I'm not officially in it. The shiny odds drop again to just the sandwich ones, which are still good, but they're not the best they could be, you know? Watch, if I see a Pokemon that I think is a shiny, there is a test. Because this game doesn't have the sparkles to tell you if it's a shiny, which I think was one of the best things that Legends Arceus put in, and is actually really sad they took out. But what they do have is in the auto battling feature, if a shiny shows up and you try and auto battle it, your Pokemon will refuse. Let me know how audio levels are, by the way, if there's any. Oh, 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 oh! There's one! There's one! Come here, buddy. Let's go. Right, so. I need to check something. Oh, God. I need to check something now. Oh, no. I'm just going to eat into my sandwich time, but I need to know this. That's bad. Oh, dear. So, I just looked up the moveset for Fortress. I should have looked at this before we started today. Fortress knows Explosion at this level. My camera just fell. Sorry folks, give me a sec. My camera just fell off my carefully crafted support. You'll have to give me a second. Oh, I'll do it while I sort this out. Oh, bloody. Not my day. This is not my day. Ah! Everything's falling apart. Who'd have thought that one shiny would do all this? Sorry about that, everyone. Cam will be back in a moment. I just need to sort this out. So, here's the problem, you see, because if this shiny blows up, I've obviously not caught it. But I said for every shiny I find, I've still found the shiny. Hang on. Let me just readjust my camera a little. Sorry folks, this is not professional, I know. But to be fair, has anything we've done today been professional? Yeah, I found one. Unfortunately, it knows explosion. I haven't got it yet. I did save beforehand, and this game does a very nice thing. It does save your shinies. But I'm going to go ahead and try a quick ball. Go ahead. Go ahead, people that don't like quick balls. It broke out. Okay. Gyro ball. I'm going to have to risk it. What I need is a way to nullify explosion. The problem being, if it... Oh, it has double edge as well? Oh, I can't weaken it. Oh, I have to go for it then. Oh. Repeat ball. It has to be. That's a catch. Oh, I was panicking for a second there. Okay. Fortress number 1. I'll hold nicknames till the end. I'm going to quickly go ahead and box this one. Yeah, look at that moveset. Explosion, Iron Defense, Gyro Ball, double. Is that a box? No. That is though. Change name. I'll do that for now. I'll put all the ratty shinies in that box. Anyway, we carry on. We have 23 minutes left of this sandwich. Once that's done, we'll KO all the Pokemon left in the outbreak and we'll see where we go from there. That's a good fight, huh? We're only like 7 minutes into the sandwich. That's remarkable. So that's one in. So what I did before the stream started was 2 segments before, Bears, one of our resident RASA members, said if we got to 250 before his segment was up, he would temporarily dye his hair green. So of course I put forward 15 to help with that endeavour, because why wouldn't I? That seems funny to me. So the first 3 shinies will go towards that, and then I'll add on more the more we get. Because I came in with the expectation of 1 shiny per sandwich. We might even find more at this rate. But now you know what Shiny Fortress looks like and what we're looking for. And I know that I am very terrified of this shiny. Because I've been playing Pokemon Reborn, which admittedly does improve the shiny odds. But I have had 3 Graveler explode on me. 3. It's been terrifying. And really depressing to see you just blow up the moment I approach. It's like, I want to catch you. I want you to be my friend and you just explode. That's not how friendship works. I hope it's not how friendship works. I don't want to explode at people to be friends. That seems wrong to me. Come on. Let me find you. Yeah, I have to admit, I've not really been in this area of the game that much. It's actually a really nice, like an autumn feel. I really like that. I think I've been over here like once or twice. I know Sudowoodo's a big spawn over here. I'm asking me when I'm going to have fun hunting at some point, because that thing can move. Oh, look. two following each other. But it doesn't seem to actually aggress on me, which is nicer than some of the other shinies I had on my list. Big thank you, by the way, to everyone in the couple Discord I asked to help me with this list. I picked out 3 that I thought would be really fun to hunt. 2 of which I needed for the Shiny decks anyway, so the choice was clear. And 1 which I actually might do a mini giveaway of after we're done here. If I get it, of course. You'll find out what they are as I go to get them. Just to make this video. But yeah, I have to admit, I'm a really big fan of this game. I know there's a lot of people that don't like this one for many reasons. It's got some glaring graphical issues, it's being churned out too quickly, but I really enjoyed this game. It had a fantastic story, I felt. The Pokemon included were really good. It had Mareep. I know I'm easy to please. You put a sheep Pokemon in a game and I will just be happy to have it. The DLC looks really good as well. We're getting, what's it called? We're getting a lot of Pokemon that haven't been in the Switch yet. I think the main culprit there was Zeb Striker. Zeb Striker's getting its first appearance. I will warn you that if it's been a publicly available Nintendo trailer, I will be talking about it. That's your warning now. I haven't pre-ordered the DLC yet because I'm waiting a little bit. I want to know a little more about it first. And to see if they fix any of the things people have problems with. Like, there's a couple of graphical glitches that definitely need to be resolved, but some of them just make it fun. A little giggle at them every now and again, you know? Also, look at this. I like them being on the tree. That's actually a nice touch. Yeah, it's definitely a game that could have done with a little more time in the oven. But it's still not a bad game. It's just not it's not the most polished of games. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't need to be perfectly polished. It's Pokemon. Pokemon has never really been overly polished. The gameplay is fun, I feel. I'm predominantly a shiny hunter, so I love the fact they've made shinies a little easier to find. Makes it a little less tedious. Although, to be fair, if I have spare time at the end of this, I'll probably be doing some more resets for Arceus. Just so you're aware, that's going to be the most tedious part. I have a 2-hour segment, and each sandwich lasts 30 minutes. So, accounting for like 5 minutes of prep time per sandwich, I'll have some decent time to have a go at Arceus. That will probably be... If I get that as the yellow shiny, that will encapsulate everything. I'll probably... You know what? If I have time at the end, I will do a few attempts at resetting for Arceus, and if I get it, I'll throw 20 in. I'm saying it now. You heard it here first. I'll admit, just there, you would have seen it. 2 Pokemon spawning inside each other. That could probably be dealt with as well. That's probably not the best idea. I feel this segment probably become Shaun runs around a field while chatting to people for 2 hours, but it could be worse, you know. It's actually not a bad way to spend some time. Just kill, look for golden pine cones, steel pine cones, golden steel pine cones. I don't know why Forest just became a steel type, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I get that they need steel types in Gen 2 because it's a new type, but why Fortress? I don't know. It's Pokemon. I never really understood the full intricacies of the series. You know what? Let's chat. What's everyone's favourite Pokemon? Let's chat about favourite Pokemon for a bit. Oh, I've not had a Charlie Berry yet. Okay. You sure me or not? I don't think I need to elaborate on my favourite Pokemon. I think mine one honestly goes without saying. I do like Mudkip. I heard you like Mudkip. Couldn't resist it. But I like... when it comes to starters in Gen 3, I honestly like all of them. And if in about 30 seconds we're probably going to get someone in chat saying Trico's their favourite Gen 3 starter. But I like Mudkip. All the starters in Gen 3 are pretty good. Blaziken's probably a little too strong with its Mega, but I still like it. I never has honestly been a starter I've disliked. It's been sort of like less than the others, but I've never really disliked the starter. Which is good, right? You're meant to at least like one of them, right? But I've not found one that I particularly hate yet. Fully evolved, I can definitely tell you there's a few I don't like. Fully evolved, but base form, like them all. Like Chestnut, not a big fan of Chestnut. Chespin, fantastic, love it, love a little guy. Wooladin, God, that guy's adorable. And of course, the Mudkip Shiny is actually really adorable. That was a strange couple of words, so. I'm going to go ahead and set your mind at ease, by the way, for the other two shinies I picked out today, what I remember. They do not have self-destruct or explosion. I made sure of that. I went ahead and checked while I was checking fortresses. To be fair, they shouldn't have explosion in their moves anyway. It doesn't make sense for them. Question is, once I'm done with the sandwich, do I finish the outbreak? Move on, I'll just move on. I think I'll just move on. Leave the outbreak for finishing up afterwards. Wait, hang on. Oh, I see, okay. The outbreak's exclusively up here. Right, okay. In that case, we'll change things up a little. I know. Oh. It finally marked me as more of a destination. Okay. That's kind of funny, actually. So this generic area is the outbreak. I'm not sure how far up it goes. I mean, it might go up to about far tree. In that area, Mudkip... Not Mudkip. God, look at chat and saw Mudkip and just... full default into say Mudkip. How's audio, by the way? Is it synced up to the game? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Am I too loud or too quiet? Am I coming through? I chose today to do more mic tinkering and that might have broken stuff. How's my audio sounding right now? Wow, we're happening into a really small area. According to the map. I can't remember my loop. I've got a sandwich on at least. Yeah, I planned out my stream expectation of getting one shiny per sandwich. £15 in. I'm waiting for the game to disprove it and give it like 10. But you know what? Let's cause some controversy. What is your least favourite Pokemon? I'm curious to see what people's taste in Pokemon are. So I've got a very, very easy answer that seems a little recycled from another friend I know, but it's genuinely a valid point. I don't like the Mr. Mime line. I'll just put that out there. Clef Key. Oh, okay. No, that's fair. I can definitely see why people wouldn't like it. I like Clef Key, but I can see why it's disliked, honestly. The outbreak triggered here, just the furthest the outbreak goes, I think. That's a lot of Fortress. That's actually slowing the game down slightly. That's another thing I have with the game. It slows down the game when you have too many things on screen, which is fine for Fortress because the peak of it isn't until quite a way into the number, so it's like 15, 20. But heaven help me if I was hunting Dondozo today. Dondozo starts lagging at about 4. I'm suddenly finding it very great. I find myself very grateful to Game Freak for not putting in what was its space? Wailord. Oops, sorry, hiccups for some reason. Wailord would have been unplayable with more than one. This game's current performance. Now, I feel that's something that can be optimized for more as well, because I'll be honest with you, the Switch is a decently powerful console. It's not the most powerful on the market. Like, I think we're all fully aware of the fact that the Switch is not up to the capabilities of like the PS5 or the Xbox. Are we on Series X now? Yeah, Series X is the current name. But it can run games like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which looks really pretty and runs pretty well. They could do better with Pokemon. I know they can. Yeah, I'm on. Let's pick up a few more while I have it. This is the power of a encounter sandwich, by the way. The spawns are everywhere. There's so many of them. This is kind of one of the reasons why shiny hunting in Scarlet Violet is probably better as well. Because my god, you get so many spawns. You're probably going to find a shiny at some point just from the sheer number. Yeah, honestly, I'll give you that as well. It is definitely a game series that, okay, so what, could do a little more work on it at this point. Same kind of thing as, like, RuneScape, right? RuneScape's running on, like, 20-year-old code base at this point. And the best thing I feel they could do is tear it down, start from scratch, but we're not going to do it at this point. Pokemon's kind of the same. It's not quite 20-year-old code at this point. They've probably rebuilt the engine a couple times, but it could definitely do with a little work, I feel, and that's not saying anything against the company. Heck, I remember bloody Gen 1 Pokemon. They worked wonders to get it all on one cartridge. And then Golden Silver came along and it gave us 2 regions on the same size cartridge, I'm pretty sure. Might be a bigger one, but I digress. It's still pretty good. Okay, it's looking like we've got like 6 minutes left on the sandwich, and I think we're only getting 1 shiny today for Fortress. Which is fine, because 1 shiny more than I had. I spoke too soon. I spoke a little too soon there. Right, so I got to go for a quick ball here because there's no way I want to let this explode. I have a save right beforehand. Oh, that's a catch. Cool. Cool. 2 Fortress. Let's go. I'm happy. Honestly, I'm very happy with that. I mean, I have a spare shiny. Ah, look at it. It's beautiful. It's actually a really cool gold shiny as well. I like that one. Okay, so that's 2. How long are we got for the sandwich? 5 minutes. That's 2 shinies on the count so far. Rank count is starting to look a little worried now. Nah, it'll be fine. Fine. What's the rest gonna happen? Okay, so I'll keep going until I see another Pokemon not forestry spawn. And then I will move on to our next encounter of the day. Which I will give a warning now. I am going to be utilising the post-game area for this hunt. And I'll be hunting a Pokemon only available in the end game or past of this game. So this is your 5-minute warning. For roughly 5 minutes, I'll be entering the end game area of this game, which is spoilers ahead. You have officially been warned. I should have gotten a banner on here that I could put up for spoilers ahead. That would have been too far ahead thinking, so of course I didn't do it. Because why would I think ahead? Who would ever think ahead? What are we looking at? I still find it unfortunate, really, but the segment earlier had to change, because if that game had actually gone ahead, I would have pinged that one out in a couple of places. I know I've got some friends that are actually quite big fans of Blood the Clock Tower would like to watch that one, but it happens. I just feel bad for Caffeine having it all set up for that and just had the servers decide, no, we're not playing today. And yes, I did just see about Discord message, Sporty. That's exactly why I brought it up. Now we'll be looking at 2.5 minutes. Maybe 3 more laps? Okay. Running around at the speed of not sound. Oh, that's a Levantis. Wait, what's that a Levantis? Is that a fixed Levantis spawn? Okay. Must be a fixed spawn. That's fair enough, honestly. Fixed spawns do override the sandwiches. Because, well, I don't think I have to explain why a fixed spawn overrides a random one. We should override random spawn to a T, but I digress. So, what are we on so far on the money? 250. We've hit £250 so far for endometriosis. Okay, endometriosis. Okay, UK. I'm great at this talking thing, I swear. £200 for endometriosis UK, which honestly is a really good amount. I'm proud of everyone so far. But we've still got about 3 hours of stream yet to go. We're here till midnight today. So please, if you're able to, we'd really appreciate it a lot if you were to poke up a quid in. And if you're not able to donate for any reason, then share it out. Feel free to stick around and enjoy the content. If I don't get another shiny, I probably won't at this point. I've got 35 seconds, that's like enough time for one more quick loop. I will get another shiny on the Fortress. I'm hoping I do on the next one. Yeah, let's have one more quick loop. As long as it spawns before the time runs out, it's eligible for the sandwich odds. Yeah, I think at this point we have to say we're not getting another shiny Fortress. I'm happy I got 2 though. Also having a spare shiny of something I need to grab is often good for trading for shinies. Because I'm not expecting to catch all 392 in this game myself. I also say anything of the over 1,000 we've currently got in the series. Although, to be fair, no, it's not 1,000, is it? There's still a bunch of shiny box left. Like, for example, oh, that's a Toadstool. That was weird. Why did the game freeze for so long? Quick glance around, so the sandwich is worn off. So now we move on. So, let's box this other one as well. I won't need Donald at all for this next bit, so I'll throw Donald back in my team box. Go back to the RASA box. So we can do a faster loading boxes. That'd be nice. Right, so our next stop in the world is we are going to the 0 gate. And we are going to head in to Area 0. This is your final warning for spoilers, by the way. As soon as I made the sandwich, I'm going straight in. But first, this time I'm going to save before the sandwich. Right, so I need to look up the recipe for this one. Give me just a second. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so I need bug or fighting. I think fighting is easier to place. Where's bug? Oh, yeah, fighting is much easier to place. We'll go back in, so cucumber and pickle. Actually, yeah, cherry tomatoes are actually round and they place round side down. So they're really tricky to put in sandwiches. So I'm going to go for the cherry tomato one, which is the bug round. I'm going to go for the fighting round, which is pickles. This is going to be a very pickle-heavy sandwich. Okay, so again, I can't use 2 sweet herbs for this one. Most of the comments supplied, so I'm going to use sweet and not too sweet, sweet and salty. And once again, you pick for luck. So I'm saving for the sandwich this time, so if I do mess up, I don't have to worry about it. Please ignore the sandwich basket flipping it into the ground, into the table. It's none of your concern. Game paused for half a second on my end, I honestly thought I'd messed up the sandwich. Now, I have to ask, would any of you eat this sandwich? Sweet and salty seasoning with cucumber and pickles. And pickles and pickles and pickles and pickles. Honestly, what's that jest? You don't need to. It's not required, and there's too much of a risk of one of the sandwich ingredients falling off. And a sandwich ingredient falling off actually affects the sandwich. So I just choose not to for safety. Right, so here we go. Yes, we're jumping in because we have to start from the top. So, this hunt, you'll see it in just a moment, is for fighting types. So we've actually got a lot of overlap here. There's a few things that can show up that will count for my list. Welcome to Area 0, by the way. Let's type Medicham do not. That one, Sliver Wing. That will count. That's what we're looking for primarily. Other things that could spawn that will count are low kicks, which turns gold as well. I believe there's one other that can spawn in this region that count as yellow. But the main looking for is Sliver Wing. Although I'll be happy with most of the shinies here. Yeah. This area, like, oh right, Pokémon line, yeah. Wonder why I saw that one. So what I don't want to see is another damn Meditite. Because I have found 3 of them hunting for this thing the last time. This is the one I already have. This area is where low kicks can spawn. And if I see this one and whatever, I believe. And if I see a low... Actually, no, low kicks is bug. I want to see it here. Is low kicks bug fighting or is it pure bug? I think it's pure bug, so I won't see it. Horlucha is what I'd like a shiny of, but if I see it, it doesn't. It's not what I'm hunting for, so that'll be the double price. Yeah, we're looking for a Sliver Wing that has yellow wings. I have to check the paw modes, unfortunately, because I haven't got any of them yet. Yeah, this area is really pretty for a Pokemon game. I do like Area 0 a lot. Again, shout to me if you see a shiny of any description. I think it's an area where I can see Elephant, which is something I need to hunt for at some point. But I think I have a better area for that hunt later. Spoiler alert, by the way, Elephant is my 3rd hunt of the day. If I have time, I'll go for a 4th, but I don't think I have time. It literally takes time to set up and it lasts for exactly half an hour. We actually have less odds of a shiny here than we did at the top, because we haven't got an outbreak. Outbreaks cannot spawn in Area 0. Fun fact, actually. Pretty interesting fun fact. You cannot see other players down here. You can. Multiplayers can come down here, but they're not visible. However, their exclusives will still spawn. So it's actually a legitimate possible shiny hunt idea to have 2 switches and have one with each game. And if that isn't a capitalist hellscape of Pokemon, I don't know what is. Or, of course, have a friend, but it becomes a very rough experience trying to coordinate 2 people as opposed to 2 switches with 1 person. But you know what? I've done worse for shiny hunting. I've soft resetted about 800 times for a shiny that hasn't showed up. But since Sword and Shield, I still haven't finished. I still haven't finished the Crown Tundra stuff because I haven't caught all the Reggies yet. I want them all shiny. They're all unlocked, I just haven't caught them all. And I have to go through again at some point because I would really desperately like to get both Reggies, both the newest Reggies. Yes, I'm still checking the Medichams. This music's so good, by the way. I hope it's coming through. Weasel! That was a consideration for today. That was actually a consideration. But I didn't know where it could go that was a decent enough water area to spawn them. And I wouldn't have to use Donald because I want to have False Swipe more accessible. I don't think Aquamal learns False Swipe. If it did, I'd be using it about a second thought, but the person I've constructed here is pretty good for catching. It has False Swipe to bring him down to 1, Hypnosis to put him to sleep. I believe... What's your moves? Let me show you real quick. Yeah, False Swipe to put him to 1, Switcheroo to swap my ring target on so that I can hit the ghost move for False Swipe. Taunt to make sure they can't do anything like, I don't know... a lot of stuff that will ruin my day. And I'm no supposed to sleep. And Technician to boost False Swipe to 60 base power. If anyone's seen the video, by the way, of the Area Zero, but sung by Polday and Whooper, that's a really cool little edit. I recommend you go look for it. That's really cool, really cute. I just like Whooper and Quagsire. So Clodsire in this game. Although Whooper's a really cute Pokemon. Whoa, 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 no! Is that a Pokémon? Is that Pokémon shiny? Yep, you refuse to think that's a shiny. Come here. That makes life significantly easier for me later. Oh, I have to run. I have to run. Hang on, let me look at the Pokeballs. That's probably a heal ball for this one, actually. I saved the love ball for Reap, so let's swap it down. Oh no! It has wild charge. The issue I have here, right? Big issue. If I've reset to get that shiny, the sandwich is gone. Sandwiches do not persist through reset. Oh, you have got to be... No, that's a reset. That is a reset. I'll reset and get the palm up because that's another shiny. And it would have spawned during the fight, which means it's already there. Okay, this is going to be an expensive one for me, it looks like. If I load in, I'll be happy with the Pormo, but if the poor me is still there, I'm even happier. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see it. Perfect. Perfect. I'm actually really happy with this. Right. So I'm not going to evolve with a Pokeball. This time I'm just going to quick ball it and be done. Don't care. In you go. Oh, you don't? Okay. London fact about this game. London fact. If you throw a Pokeball on a species you've already caught and it doesn't show as a critical capture, you haven't caught it. If it does, you have. Now we go over here because it should still be there. Yes, it is. So, as an example, the sandwich is gone. So if I want to keep this hunt going, probably I have to make a new sandwich. But I'll be honest, I'm going to go do. I'll extend this one, because that's a really... I didn't put a quick ball first. That's my own fault. I should have thrown a quick ball first. Does Poby get wild charge, actually? If it doesn't, I'm safe to false swipe. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Hold on a sec. Poor me. 56, poor me. Does get wild charge, gets it at 44. Doesn't give no assist, honestly. That's a catch. Oh, that's a beautiful find. Let's go. I'm going to quickly look around what spawned here. Garganackle! Hey, buddy. I think that's all that was spawned with a sandwich. That's a poor mark. Why could that have been shiny? Give me 1,000 steps. Right, so now... I'm going to fly back up to the top of Area 0. And I'm going to have to go make a new sandwich. I'm also okay with doing this because that's 2 shinies I don't have to worry about now. Yeah, I'm making some. Hang on, before we do this, box these shinies. Also, 2 shinies I was not looking forward to hunting. So, throw a save down. Look at the board right now. I might not actually have time to do the 3rd hunt at this rate. It's okay, because... Yeah. Right, so... How are we doing so far, the first hour? Well, I'll show you the box in a moment, but let me just make the sandwich real quick and I'll show you. 4 shinies so far. So I was hunting for and sure I wasn't. I'm actually going to change sandwich this time. I'm going to go for the cherry tomatoes. Let's go spicy and sour. Actually, no, I need to have one. Yeah, spicy and sour. It's sweet. I need to have 1 left. Now, this one might take a couple tries. This sandwich might be a little rough. Because cherry tomatoes are notoriously annoying to place. Okay, we're going to place those. I'm actually going to place the cucumber and the pickle first. And I'm going to stack them. If the green falls off, I have to restart the sandwich. As I say it. That's why I hate hunting bug types. Because cherry tomatoes are the worst sandwich ingredient to play with. I'm not joking. Cherry tomatoes are terrible to work with. Okay, so it still picks up me drinking, but it doesn't pick up the... Okay. Right, halfway through. Just have a second to show you what I found so far. Do I just barely get to the other hunt first, or do I do this one more? I think I... No, I like this one. I'll do this one more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change up my hunt a little, because I've already finished hunting... So let me show you what I've got so far. We found 2 of these little beauties. Really nice. I love Fortress. It's a great Pokemon, shiny. Then we've got a Poby. Lovely and pink. Not yellow, unfortunately. We've had some non-yellow shinies. And then poor Mo. I'm happy to find them. But it is going to be a little rough on my band. Because I said if I get a non-yellow shiny, I will double the donation I'm making for it. I'm checking a type real quick before I make this next sandwich. Because I'm actually going to change away from Sliverwing. Because I already have one. I'm going to change to something else I already have. But I actually like this one more, honestly. So I'm going to need cucumber and pickle. And this time I need to get... where is it? 3 servings of ham. Which is so much nice. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, damn it. Cucumber, pickle, ham. Then we go to sour and spicy, and an easy pick. So 2 yellow, 2 none. That is currently 30 on the donation total. Since I've already dropped 15 earlier, I'll drop 15 at the end of this. Plus any more I get for any extra shinies. We're not done yet. Did I put 3 servers? I did, yeah. Now, I'll be honest. This one's more like a sandwich I would actually make. Because it has a lot of ham. I like ham. Gotta be careful here. Yeah, this is a sandwich that definitely 100% should not have you put the top piece of bread on. This one's far too easy to lose ingredients. Oh, that pickle scared me then. Because these recipes have been crafted so well by the people making them that if a single ingredient falls off, there is a very good chance the sandwich fails. And it could be as bad as not having the sparkling power, and it could be as bad as not having any of the powers. Or if a pickle falls off, it's generally just lose sparkling power, which is the worst case scenario. That's what you want. Sparkling title encounter of the type you want, level 3. Right, so this one's a little different, because I'm actually going for 2 different hunts here. Only one of which is yellow, but the area I'm in also has something else I want. But I'm going the wrong way. I forgot actually to go into the friggin' teleport this time. So I have on me a ground type sandwich, which will boost a few shinies that I need to go to research station number 2. This one's a little more back and forth as opposed to cycling around. Because the shiny we want only appears in specific areas. Let's make sure that we're sandwich on. Yep, ground. So the one we want, not that one, or that's very sus. It spawns here. We're looking for sandy shocks. Again, spoiler alert if you haven't finished the game. This one only barely met the criteria for turning yellow. Because most of it is not yellow. So the 2 points we're running toward between are between stations 1 and 2. But 2 was closer to 1 immediately. Whoa. Okay, so it spawns around this area. Around the, like, the rock areas. As does Raichu for some reason. I don't think that was a mine habitat. Yeah, normally my way in the overworld of resetting spawns is to go into my my menu and hold a picnic. That once any Pokemon spawn near you. Unfortunately, in this case, remember the luxury, because Area 0 is like the only quote-unquote overworld place in the game where you can't hold a picnic. Oh yeah, Newborn Carrot can spawn in this area. Cool. I might be working electric for the last couple of forms. I bet I can go up and down here actually. If I can spawn up a part that spawns and disappear at the top. Oh, it is. It definitely is. That's a lot of sandy shocks. Oh, look at them. Look how much of an abomination they are. I actually don't know what colour Don Fan and Vampy turned into. When you look at them, you'd think they're electric steel, right? Like normal Magnemite. Nope, electric ground. Makes it really hard to combo into a different shiny hunt with them because there's nothing really combo with that's yellow. Admittedly, Slitherwing does also spawn around this area. So if a Slitherwing does turn up, I will count that as a yellow shiny as opposed to a non-yellow. Where am I? Oh, my control's a little... just on the control stick. I'll admit, the first time I hunted this, it was a little rough because it's actually a really annoying spawn. There are other spots in Area 0 where they spawn, which is probably one of the better ones. Because you've got two like areas just far enough apart that once the other one would have despawned. It's probably one of the better places to hunt it. That being said, though, Sandysox looks like a really interesting Pokemon to play around with because Electric Ground's actually a really cool typing. Electric... Oh, come on. Climb. I know you can climb this. You've done it already. There we go. I like Sandysox because it looks like something I could actually see myself using competitively. And it just looks like a kind of like an abomination. It sounds harsh, I know. But it looks like Magnemite grew a little too eldritch. I have been wrong before, though, and I will be wrong again. So we're looking around. It's probably the least entertaining I'm going to be today because this one's just back and forth, back and forth. I'm actually going to go a little exploring while I'm here. I want to see if there's anywhere else Sandysox spawns. If there is, I can run between a couple areas and just check other spawns while I'm passing through. Screamtail. That's a fun one to hunt. But because the only Area 0 Paradox one I haven't actually hunted in Scarlet is Fluttermane. Because I found 3 of them while I was hunting Roaring Moon. To the point that Fluttermane is now legally a dragon. Okay, we do spawn here, but it's such a small spawn location. I can see it all in one glance. So we'll move on. As always, if I don't find a shiny, I just reset and move on. What's for ground underground? Let's have a look quickly. I'm curious what spawns underground for the ground sandwich. Oh, dragons. Right, yeah, okay. Great Tusk technically counts as yellow, but I'm not going to hunt. I'm going to go back up to Research Station 1 and go back to the hunt. We've got 23 minutes left on the sandwich. I'll head down to the next station and go back up to the top. Well, to the top Research Station. And if we have time, I might try and hunt for something I haven't actually found yet. Yeah, we got time, actually. If I find a shiny on the sandwich, I'll probably just do the same thing again. Oh my god. Okay, no, it's just lighting. I have to look at the Gibite line, because Gibble is the only one I haven't got. I've got the other 2. Back to Station 1, please. Right, back in we go. Right, we're back in play. I admit, it's weird being back on a Pro Controller. Because a lot of my shiny hunts have been either handheld or in Joy-Con only. But I recently found my Pro Controller recently. And look at it. Awesome. Old Nintendo Switch, old Pokemon Sword one. So I'm using that today. What am I into? Oh, there's a Floette there. You're not shiny. Oh, they're gonna suck to hunt though. How on earth am I gonna find Floettes in the wild that are impossible to see? Wait. They spawn down here? You can get jump block spawns? Oh, that changes everything. Oh, that's possible for later, actually. Anyway, back to task. Sandiest of shocks. Whoa! I ran into a pancake. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Newborn and Camera look like shiny. If I see, so if one of them turn up shiny, I might not be able to spot it. Normally I research everything that can be a shiny in an area before I put the sandwich on. But given I'm only really looking for sandwich shock, that one, but not shock, but shiny. For those of you wondering, by the way, why gold is permitted for the yellow shinies, there aren't that many yellow shinies in this game that I wanted to even think about hunting, because a lot of the ones that are hard to find. Magikarp I don't see very hard, but when it only appears in water and you haven't got a waterfall swiper, it's actually more difficult than you might think. So I had to try and make a few judgment calls here, and I thought gold was close enough to yellow that I could justify it. I want to sleep. Forget everything else, I want to know how someone could be asleep standing up. That seems cool. Saves on having a bed. Yeah. Pokemon shiny hunting is definitely a very interesting method of playing the game, but I'll be the first to tell you, it is definitely not for the impatient. You have to be super patient to put up with this, because sometimes you won't find a shiny for hours. Sometimes, like you saw earlier on today, you'll find 2 in the space of 1 set of spawns. It is a game that definitely rewards patience. Which is why I'm impressed I'm still going on with it, to be honest with you. I'm not a patient person sometimes. I feel like it's something I like and I can stick with. Patience is definitely something I have, but when it comes to this, when it comes to other stuff I'm really patient for, good luck. Okay, so we're looking around. As a reminder, while I'm hunting these shinies, we are raising money today for Endometriosis UK. I thought I was tempted to do a bit with Jack, but it's been happening where people say it wrong. But I'm not a master with those. The Endometriosis UK, which oh, that is a good question, honestly. I'm not sure how to answer that one. But let me finish my spiel quick before that. Yeah, raising money for Endometriosis UK, who are aiming to find, among other things, find treatments or indeed even cures for suffering with endometriosis, which not from personal experience, from account, is a rough one. And I am honestly super happy to be helping out with this, because that just sounds like something we want gone. I do like Tusk. Great Tusk is great. I think my favourite Paradox Bomb is Iron Bundle. I think it's either Iron Bundle for Violet Slot or Roaring Moon for Scarlet. I will show them all off, let people have a chance to see them if they want to after done with this hunt. How long have I got left? 16 minutes. I think, looking at the time, we've got 16 minutes left, and I think we're about 34. I won't be able to finish another sandwich before we run out of time on my segment, which will not be fine, but I have another shiny hunt that does result in a yellow Pokemon, which I can go to. It would involve changing the game. And it is also incredibly tedious. To the point that I have quit this hunt multiple times. But the option is there. And it is a shiny that at least one person in this chat has. Which I don't know how you're patient enough to get that one. I really am not. Oh wait, yeah, that's the acceleration button. I would be looking to go for Shiny Arceus in Brilliant Diamond. A game where a single reset can take a minimum of 90 seconds. And that's not an exaggeration. I'll even time it. I will time it live on stream. Oh, look at that mix of Pokemon. Cute, adorable elephants. I've got 5 elephants. And whatever you can call Scream... Not Scream Tusk. Whatever you can call Candy Shocks. That's Scream Tusk. That's not even a Pokemon. Why did I say green? Iron Bundle's actually a really interesting Pokemon. I've not had a chance to use it yet. But I haven't actually finished Violet to catch one. I have one, I just haven't had a chance to use it. I want to catch one in native game at some point. My Violet playthrough is about halfway, I think. I'll work on that at some point. I could just stream it on my channel, you know, but we're a bit fun in that. The funny thing is, I never actually wanted to hunt Sandy Shocks today, but I thought since I had a Silverwing sandwich on and caught 2 with the for me line, thought I'd be cursed to put another one on, so I thought, let's just go for Sandy Shocks. With the ground sandwich, because I want to catch more Pormies. Pormot? Yes, I'd love a Pormot. Pormy and Pormo? No, because I have to run to evolve those. I like that one. You know, those who don't know, real quick. Oh, I missed a couple. Okay, we'll show you one. That's Fluttermane. Alright, back to work. That camera sitting on the fence. I don't know, they can spawn on the fence. I have to say, by the way, that Greentail, the Jigglypuff you just saw, is really hard to shiny hunt. Because it looks very, very similar. You have to look at the eyes. The eyes turn more red, and that's the only noticeable difference. It is a really rough shade to spot. Do I want to abandon this one and go and do whatever? I'm not sure now. I'd like to get the 3rd hunt in before I move on. I'll do 2 more cycles. If I don't find anything, I'll reset and swap to the third sandwich plan for the day. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of them. None of them are the right colour, though, so we'll move on. That sounds really bad out of context. I've just realised. Gaming out of context is awful sometimes. Side note, does anyone know what colour Shiny Phanpy is? I'm pretty sure Shiny Donphan's pretty close to Great Touch, so I'm able to spot that one. But Phanpy, I have no clue. Again, not one I've hunted yet. The main focus is, again, the yellow ones, so the gold one in this case being Sandy Shocks. If I find another shiny, I'll absolutely go for it, because why not? It's funny, because Sandy Shocks has 2 tails. It turns gold, and the magnet polarities turn black. So if you see those chains, then you know you've got a shiny on your hand. You also have the auto battling test if you're really unsure. If I quickly go up here and show you what I mean by auto battling test. You go and auto battle a non-shiny, it'll just kill. If you do that to a shiny, it'll refuse to fight it. Which is a fantastic test when you're not sure. Well, I've used it a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. Including today, actually. I did a quick test on the Pulmo. Sorry, folks. How long have I got left? 9 minutes. I don't find any shinies this sandwich, so I might cut this one short. I'll go to top and then bottom one more time, and if there's nothing, then I will cut it short and move on to sandwich 3. Which is not in Area 0. Okay. Move it up top, move far enough away to go to the bottom, and then jump down one last time. And nothing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reset my game because I saved up before the sandwich, so nothing of value was lost. That's my keyboard. I should be careful with that. So, we've hunted Fortress, we've hunted Slipperwing, and we've hunted Sandy Shocks. Let's step back a little and go for some Pokemon that's... Oh, fantastic. Let's go for Pokemon that's a little more in the middle of those extremes, because Fortress is a Gen 2 Pokemon and the other 2 are Gen 9. Let's go somewhere in the middle. Let's go Gen 7. No, wait, there's Gen 8. It's not even in the middle, is it? Christ, I need to remember my Pokemon generation. So we need to go over to East Province Area 3. We'll start at the Watchtower. The main goal here is Cufant. I'm going to be hunting Cufant today. Or Copperajah, I'll take either. So further, we can bring some in the right area. Yep, I see a Cufant spawn. Cool, we're in the right area. So, this picnic is going to be a little different because there's actually 2 different Pokemon we can find here that will be useful. And they're both Steel type. So, make the sandwich real quick. The sandwich we're looking for is, once again, all of them start with cucumber and pickle. We're looking for 3 instances this time of, again, hamburger. We'll go back to a steel sandwich. Steel, there's no particular thing. I'm going to go for 2 spicy. Make sure, yep, cool. And for our final one, to get an easy pick. That was close. Okay, leaving nothing to chance. On a bit. Sandwich making. Could use some work. We'll leave it right over there and pop that in. I'm not overly fond of this one, of this food mechanic, but at the same time, it could be much worse. Buford. We're looking for, it's actually only slightly different, but it does turn from orange to yellow. The other one that can spawn here is the room, which is a gold car. Both of them are equally profitable in this case. So I have neither. So that's what I have neither. So we're looking for Cufant, but I will accept the room for the yellow there. We have no modifiers, so we are looking at just the ones for that. Orphan also exists. That becomes blue. I would like a shiny Orphan, but there's no guarantee we get it. And the thing about Cufant is it spawns across the entire area of East 3. So I can just go running everywhere for this one. It's possibly the most versatile spawner block, because I can even look at the pack. If you're doing an encounter hunt... Oh. How the... Can you explain how I hit that one? Don't explain to me how I hit that Pokemon. That was not close to me. Okay, so it looks like parts of this are Cufant, parts of this are the room. So if I keep wandering across the whole thing, I actually see both, which is honestly pretty good. I would again like to know how I hit that form. Yeah, all of them can make it sort of really tricky hunt, honestly. I'll quick chat with you, get the Gimmighoul coin. There is a 1 in 1,000 chance for a roaming Gimmighoul like that would drop 200 coins. There is a 1 in 1,000 chance for a chest to drop 777. Fun little fact you might not know about Pokemon. Like, if it's a quiz for things I might not know, I probably do pretty well. I've avoided the trainers because... Oh! The room and Cufant. They can spawn in the same area. I know Cufant can spawn anywhere here because I looked this up before I started. I'll just explore the entire province and see what we can see. Oh god, that's cool. Let's have a look around. I know what regular Cufant looks like now, so if I see a shiny one, I should be able to differentiate it. Again, if you see a shiny, shout at me as loud as you can. Those of you who are TeamSpeak access to my channel, please don't actually. Oh! Audience spawns right here? Oh. Okay. That actually becomes a blue shiny, so be careful with that one. Oh, Oh, hang on. I must keep an eye out for Copperaja. Because Copperaja might... I don't think it actually turns yellow as such. But it does count as a shiny I haven't got yet. You have to be careful with them because they will dash directly into your face. So I'm being very careful to look around while I'm doing it. And I run straight to her for it. Ruben's a really interesting Pokemon actually because it actually has something ability that I didn't expect. So I haven't watched all abilities off the top of my head. I want to say something like Clear Body, so no stat changes. Its hidden ability is Truant. But for those who don't know, that's the same ability as Slacken, which has to skip a turn every 2. So attack, Truant, attack, Truant. And the fact that Baroom can get Truant as its hidden ability seems mean-spirited. Because to the best of my knowledge, you can't get that ability naturally. So the only way to get a Truant ability on a Baroom is to use an ability pack, which is a super rare item from 6-star raids. And I'll be honest with you, right? If you use an ability patch on that, that just seems really unfair. Okay. We're about 24 minutes left on this sandwich. And yeah, this shiny hunt is just going to be me running around this province area. Sometimes that's just how it be. You have a sandwich active. I'm not sure what the actual rates are in this version. For the sandwich, I want to say it's 4 extra rolls. I could be wrong. Could just be a massive increase in rate, but generally when you get a shiny rate increase, it's done by adding extra rolls to it. Like the outbreaks are 1 or 2 extra rolls. Masuda Method adds 3 extra rolls. I don't know how many a sandwich adds. These are additive, by the way. You can't get extra rolls with the eggs because the eggs always treat it as though you don't have any sandwich on, because the only sandwich that affects eggs is egg power, which affects how fast you get them. I'm curious, if Cupid's one of the caves. I see a young goose in there, so I'm guessing Cupid don't spawn them. Spawn in the cave. The landing! Okay, that's good to know that's there, actually. Okay, so we're looking around right now, and we are finding roughly diddly squid, but that's fine. Honestly, I'm happy I got 4 shinies today. For what I was expecting. Expecting like 1 or 2, to be honest. It's not a perfect rate. You won't always get a shiny off a sandwich. You always get them off an outbreak. It's all probability. And they're pretty high odds. Like, base odds are mid 4 digits. The fact I managed to get a grand total of what's it called? Of 4, and I haven't even finished I haven't even finished the second sandwich yet. So it was technically sandwich number 4. We actually use this extra one. That's a way out of here. I don't want to do that. The optimal way, by the way, to get a sandwich for the Shiny Hunt is to wait for the outbreak of that Pokemon and then use the sandwich on it. That gives you the most rolls, but I couldn't guarantee that. I was very lucky to find the forest outbreak in the first place. I find it when I logged on for the day for the first time and saw there was forest outbreak. I'm like, yeah, okay, that'll be the first one. I planned to start with Sliverwing. Something was going to be first, and then comes the queue for it. Then the third was actually not decided. Sorry, folks, I don't know why I'm starting to feel drowsy. Stop the sandwich. 20 minutes left. Oh, by the way, there is a camera app in this game. If I hop off real quick. Oh, that's just emotes. Yeah, the camera. And you know what? You can take selfies. Of course you can. Of course you can. Why wouldn't you be able to? It's a game made by people in the 21st century. Of course it's selfie culture. Honestly, it's pretty good. It can be quite relaxing at times, honestly. It's nice peaceful change to battling the stuff, doing the story. It's a nice change. Do I recommend everyone jumps in quite immediately? Absolutely not. I actually recommend you try at least one shiny hunt, but if you're going to keep going, you need to be patient. It's like fishing in a way. I'm not going to catch for hours. I enjoy it. Will you? Maybe. I will say that the first prerequisite to shiny hunting is catching every Pokemon in the deck. I feel. People do like going for full-on shinies, which are unchanged. But it's something I haven't mentioned all day, and that's the shiny charm. The shiny charm adds 2 rolls to any shiny you hunt for. So the basic one's going to have to 1 in 1300. Knocking the outbreaks down goes to 1 in, that'll put to 4 and 4 and 6, so 1 in 1024. So it basically makes your odds that I would say slightly bit better, but it's obviously quite a big difference from shiny charm to no shiny charm, with nothing else included. Those Terramons are not affected by the shiny charm, or any other shiny modifier in fact. They will always have base shiny odds. To find them shiny is quite a remarkable accomplishment. And the best thing is, they can't KO themselves. Well, you can't KO them immediately, because the way it works is when they go to low health, it just breaks their terra form. They stay alive. Okay, we've got 18 minutes after the sandwich. Not having much luck at the moment, but that could change at any point. Like you saw earlier, I was saying, oh, it can't be not going to be another shiny now. But 5 minutes after the sandwich, and then I turned a corner and immediately there it was, shiny fortress number 2. Basically, don't rule a shiny hunt out until the sandwich completely runs out. And never underestimate the capacity of the game, of the Pokemon game, to troll you with their shiny hunt. Oh, I'll take that. Nice. Free Carbos. I can't remember, is that speed? I know protein attack because they're reading a lot of those routes. I think Carbos is speed. Ah, yes, the gnome witch. Sometimes all you need is a good sandwich. How's it going, bud? Welcome to No Reference Round in Circles for 2 hours while trying to find differently coloured Pokemon. Hold on a second. Oh god. True. This is what you made earlier. Like the optimal sandwich for hunting a steel type is apparently 3 cucumbers, 3 pickles, and 3 full-sized hamburgers. The meat, not the whole sandwich. Whereas for hunting bugs, it's 3 cucumber slices, 3 pickle slices, and 9 cherry tomato halves. There's some weird combinations for sandwich in this game. The audio lagged a little on my end there. Did anyone else notice that? Weird. Oh god. I'm not entirely sure they'd fit on the sandwich, to be honest. Some of the accuracy you gotta do to make something work is ridiculous. I like the idea. That'd be funny. We'll need quite a few cucumbers to make enough for everyone. Although to be fair, I probably wouldn't say everyone would have them. Like, if I pull up the list of recipes now real quick while I'm hunting. If you want to hunt, let's say, normal types, it's tofu. Normal type sandwich is tofu. Oh. Here we go. I love how someone's already thinking of skits for the meetup though. That's actually pretty cool. A little known fact about towns, by the way. Well, I don't know if you haven't played the game, it's little known. If you enter a town area, like if a town name pops up and you're entering a town area, every Pokemon spawned immediately despawns. So if you see a shiny, be very careful on the attack. You do not want to lose a shiny because it despawned. Try and be very careful to go anywhere near the town. That would be bad. What are we on? Oh, Magnemite spawns here. Oh, I do like that one, honestly. That would either be Spidops or Low Kicks, both of which I have, so pretty cool Pokemon. Not sure I'd use it in a battling sense, but that is cool. Low Kicks is actually on my list for consideration for grabbing. But, what's it called? Yeah, I think it's on my consideration list, but I found one that I wanted to hunt more, so I went for those ones instead. Wait, hold on. No, okay. Had to check. Because silver into gold shade is actually really good to spot sometimes. Wait, hold on. Wait. That's shiny. Hey, buddy! Hey! Okay, so I actually want to check quickly if it has any recoil moves. Because if it does, I have to be careful. 28. Iron Defense Stomp. Okay, it doesn't. so False Prep should be good. It has Iron Defense, Stomp, Bulldoze, and Rock Smash. So now I get to go into full form. What are we looking at today? Let's go for... I think that colour, go for a Nest Ball. Sometimes I do like to match the Pokeballs. Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'll look at the rooms that look first, because I think one of them might have been shiny as well. And all firm attacks. So I thought I have more than one Master Ball. Some of the things I've obtained through Surprise Trade had them on them. So I took them off and set the Pokemon on. They are for emergency. And when I say emergencies, I mean Pokemon shiny that can blow up emergencies. Which, to be fair, is not going to happen. Because you can save before any shiny, and if you fail it, you reset and the spawn will still be there. That is honestly a very welcome change to this game. What have we got? We have 10 minutes left on the shiny hunt. Oh. Yeah, I have a couple Master Balls. I know you can buy the, like, what are they called? The Johto Balls, stuff like the Love Ball, the Moon Ball, that kind of thing. You can sometimes find those in the auctions in Porto Marada. That's right name. Yeah, Porto Marada has them in auction sometimes, but they start at 100,000. They're expensive, but if you want them for certain reasons, you can get them. I've not seen a Master Ball in there. I don't think Master Ball can be in the auction, which, I'll be honest, would be an interesting addition. Master Balls in the auction start the price high. I wasn't even counter range for that. Why is all of the counter range so bloody long? Seriously. Alright, 10 minutes on the segment. I'll go until the sandwich is done and then I'll do a wrap up. I don't know why we were grabbing those. You know anything like Gimmighoul is? Right, let me explain this properly. As of right now, there are 400 Pokemon in the Paldean deck. I'm going to ignore the ones that are coming by events for now. So stuff like Charmander, Greninja, Cinderella, Scorbunny. We'll ignore those like, oh my god, another shiny. We actually got a second shiny. No, you, my friend, are coming over here. Let's go! 2 elephants is huge. That's the whole evolution line done. I'm just going to throw an S-ball to see what happens. That's a huge find, because that's actually really good for me. Also, huge fun. It's like a very golf club, I love it. Oh, it stopped me. Today's actually been really successful. Like, each sandwich is giving me... Oh, back to credit. It's giving me... Each sandwich is giving me 2 shinies. I still have some of the time left. We still have some sandwich time left. We might even get a 7th shiny today. Right, Cupid Call. That's shiny number 6 for the day. Probably better experience I've had in most of my hunts, to be honest. Okay. Yeah. I do really like Cupid. Cupid line is just... Cupid's adorable. I mean, look at it. It's cute. You cannot tell me Cupid is not cute. How long have we got left? 7 minutes. What was I even saying beforehand? What was I saying before that Cupid shiny showed up? Crap. What's the train of thought? No, it's gone. That's actually really annoying. So I think I had a good point going there, but I've just lost it because distracted by shiny. Literally, distracted by shiny things. I am a raven. Anyway, yeah, paragraph up in like 6 minutes. I'll wrap up then, and then I will go. We'll go into the party game segment, the last segment of the night. That'll take us through all the way to midnight. As a reminder, we are raising money here for Endometriosis UK. If anyone could go ahead and throw me the charity link, charity command chat. Or, better yet, donate would be a better one, actually. I would do it myself, and my keyboard is currently out of reach. Exclamation mark donate in the chat to see the donation link to donate to this wonderful charity. Doing fantastic work. If you're able to donate, then just sharing the stream helps a lot. Still missing the trick ball off there. Okay. Anyhow, 2 shinies per sandwich. I regret saying I would drop the donation per shiny now. But I've committed to it, and honestly, I can afford it and help the charity, so why not? Okay, putting around for the last 5 minutes or so, see what applied to shiny. Ow. So how many times to run into things, this bloody Koraidon's going to earn the ability to blockhead. Question, do I evolve the Cupid on stream? To say I have freedom of the species? No, honestly it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna evolve it anyway. I'll evolve that one once we're done here. Probably a day actually, I might leave it until another day when I do a bunch of evolution shinies. My eventual goal, my personal eventual goal is to obtain a complete shiny living dex. Which means that every possible shiny Pokemon can be shiny is. I am under no illusions it's anything other than an extremely long-term goal. I think I'm about 15% through at the moment, which is already impressive. That's like 150 something shinies. I just added 3 to my list in one day. Plus, if someone's Cupid, that's actually another. Look, if someone's Fortress, that's another one I can add into the collection. I can probably get a shiny for that. Anyways, we're into the last 3 minutes of this shiny, of this sandwich. I'm probably going to wrap up early, honestly. I wouldn't reach the goal I wanted to, so I'll probably go ahead and throw that into the pot and call it there. Don't really need to finish the sandwich. Wait, what was that? Yeah, I'm paying close attention to the rooms because they have very annoying spots sometimes. Yep. anything? I'm probably going close to spawn location. That's why I'm trying to find spawn location as opposed to running around aimlessly. Because the map has like predetermined locations where stuff can spawn. Then what spawns there is based on where you are. So I'm trying to find them while doing this well, so I can double up on this. Right, let's go. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap up here. So first things first, I want to go into the donation page and drop the information. So earlier on today, I dropped a £15 donation to aid in Bez's green hair, blue hair with lovely illustration, but anyways. So I end today with a grand total of 6 shinies. That's the wrong button. That's the button I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. While I do this, I will wander a little wrong while I look for... Oh, that's a cute one. Of those 6 shinies, I stated that any that I found that weren't yellow or gold would be an extra amount into the pool. So, £5 for every shiny I found. An extra 5 if it wasn't yellow or gold. So that effectively is 8 lots of 5, which is 40. I dropped 15 in earlier, so I'm going to drop 25 more right now for Enrichus UK. So I will do that while I hand over to our next streamer, who I'm actually handing over to next, who's actually streaming. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and move on to next stream. So, hang on. Amphi, I'm sorry. It's good to have you here, buddy. Thanks for sticking around, bud. Thank you all for watching, honestly. All for donating, all for supporting. It's been marvellous. It's been great to see you all. And, yeah. It's time for the segment that probably everyone was waiting for. The party game section. So I will see you all there, because I'm probably sticking around for that, honestly. So I'll hand over to them now. Thank you all very much for watching. Bye.